So just 2 months ago, I decided to switch to keyboard and mouse after being recognized as one of the best controller players in Fortnite and reaching over 170,000 subscribers on my main channel, which is focused on controller. In these 2 months, I've progressed way faster than I thought I would, and I've progressed way faster than the average person.
Double heal off.
And a lot of people ask me what I do and how I, mastered keyboard so fast. And yes, I understand I'm not even close to where I want to be. I want to be at Peterbot and Cooper's level when it comes to keyboard and mouse, and that's what I'm working towards. But in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my settings, my sensitivity, my DPI, what mouse I use, everything in order to improve as a beginner, boys. These things in the video are going to be so crucial for you to improve. So if you guys found the video helpful, please subscribe, because I want to reach 10,000 subscribers and it will mean a lot to me. And when we reach 10k, I will be doing hand cam videos so you guys can see actually when I play with hand cam. It will mean a lot to me if you guys use my code YOSPLASHY. It's on the screen right now, and also use my 1v1 map. The code is on the screen. But yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about right now is my mouse. So a lot of people have been asking what mouse I use, what DPI I use, so I'm going to go over that right now. The first thing I want to say is that when I started my keyboard journey, these 2 months, I used a mouse called the Glorious Moto D. Now, I thought that this mouse was okay because I've always been a controller player, so I really didn't know if my Glorious Moto D was a good mouse or bad mouse. So I just used it for the first month and a half, and I was progressing pretty well. But it wasn't until I got my Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 that I saw the biggest improvements. When I got this mouse and I plugged it in for the first time, I promise you guys the improvements happened in minutes. I literally started to improving as soon as I started using this mouse. This mouse was way faster and a lot better, and it made me realize that the quality in mouses really help when it comes to your keyboard and mouse progression in the long run. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have a budget mouse, you can still improve, but when it comes to the mouse, I need you guys to have 2 side buttons. You need to have 2 side buttons on your mouse because that is the most important thing when it comes to getting good on keyboard and mouse. Having 2 side buttons will give you a huge advantage in every scenario in this game. It will give you an advantage in fighting, building, anything you're doing. You need to have side buttons because all your fingers cannot fit on your keyboard to have everything on there. Because if you think about it, you need to have all your build binds, your weapon binds, everything has to be on the keyboard unless you have binds on your mouse. So make sure that your mouse has 2 side buttons. You can find so many budget mouses with 2 side buttons. Having a budget mouse with 2 side buttons is way better than having a mouse that costs maybe like $1,000 and has no side buttons. So having side buttons is just the biggest advantage when you play keyboard and mouse. And the DPI that I use on my mouse is 800 DPI. Now, when I first started, I used 1600 DPI, and then I moved to 1200, and now I'm on 800. And the reason I'm on 800 is because I want my fighting skill and my mechanics to be very consistent and extremely good. Now, when you look at 1200 and 1600, that's when we talk about people like Exotic. Those keyboard players are just too fast. However, for me, I want to be able to get really good at fighting, so somebody like Peterbot and Cooper, that's the fighting style that I'm going for. Now, when it comes to deciding your sensitivity, and if you have a struggle with deciding it, I'm going to be giving you guys an overall view on what to do. Find someone that has your playstyle. So for example, if Peterbot is somebody you really want to play like, if Marius is somebody that you really want to play like, or whoever the person is, make sure you don't copy their sensitivity. What you should do instead is take inspiration from their sensitivity. So let's say Peterbot plays 6%, which I'm not really sure if he does or not, I forgot. But if you play 6% each, make sure you shift between 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 5.8, 5.9 until you find something that matches how you want to play. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you use the person that you want to play like as your base, use their sensitivity, and then shift up or shift down depending on how you feel. Crosshair placement is arguably one of the most important things when it comes to keyboard and mouse, especially if you want good aim and consistent editing. Now, I know a lot of you guys are not satisfied by doing 1 triple edit or 1 quad edit. You guys want to be able to do a triple edit, and then you want to move into a Morga Classic, and then you want to edit down, you want to do triple edits down, you want to have a complete free build playstyle on keyboard, and I understand that. And for you to be able to do that, you need good crosshair placement. Now, if you guys want a full guide on how to get good crosshair placement, I just posted it on my main channel. Link is in the top of the description. Please go watch that video if you want good crosshair placement. That's how I mastered my keyboard and mouse crosshair placement in 2 months. And every single day I use the tips in that video and I improve so much. And if you guys don't watch that video, I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna miss out on huge progress. It's up to you guys, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I'm gonna be going over my settings and what I use. So I play on native and I play 240 FPS. Because I have a 244Hz monitor, so I play 240 FPS. My brightness is 123%. I play Trident up 5. This makes the game look absolutely insane for me. So if you guys would like to try this, you can. And I also play on performance mode, as you guys can see right here. I play on everything low. I show my FPS sometimes. I don't know why I have this on. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Now we're going into my game setting. As you guys can see, I play on 35 ping and I can still do everything perfectly fine. You don't need 0 ping to be absolutely insane. You can be on 30 ping, you'll be fine. Trust me. I use toggle sprint auto open doors because when I free build, when I fight, I just want to be able to run, across the door without having to open it, with my bind. When I'm tarping in end game, this is very useful. My preferred item slots are these, as you guys can see. I'm going to show you guys my binds very, very soon. And these are how I like my inventory to look in game, because I do also play a controller, remember, so I have to have my pump in my first slot, and I'm going to show you guys my binds very soon. When it comes to my building, I have everything turned on. Reset building choice just makes it so that it resets when you're building, so it's always the wall. This is the best in my opinion. Disable pre-edit options. You stop failing triple edits. When you do a triple edit and sometimes it doesn't edit the wall. Turbo building, of course, on, and confirm edit on release. I use this on because I want to be fast at editing. I don't really care about editing and having to confirm, because people say, oh, that's gonna help you become a better fighter. Listen, I played this game since it came out, and on controller I also use confirm edit on release, and I've tried it off. It makes no difference in fighting for me, and I use it on because it's way faster. Everything else here is default. You guys can see, you can copy if you want. Now we're coming into my mouse sensitivity, and this is what I use. I use 7.5% on both of these, 40.3% on this one, 50 here, and then 100. I don't touch my build and edit, sensitivity, because I think that's unnecessary. I just use Y and my X to change, and then target and scope, as you guys can see. These are by far the best senses that I've seen personally for my progression, boys. My aim, my edits, my building, everything is perfect with these. So these are the ones that I would recommend for anybody trying to switch to keyboard and mouse. As you guys can see here, I don't use double movement, and I saw Peterbot now using them, so I turned mine off, and I just started playing a lot better. So I was like, okay, why not just keep it like this? I think double movement, for some people, if you can find the right one, it will be good for you. But for me, I want a clean playstyle. I don't want to mess with my movement too much. So this is why I have this one, just straightforward with my sensitivity right here. Now we're coming into my binds. These are the best binds for anybody trying to switch to keyboard. I'm telling you guys right now. So the first thing is I use sprint with my control. This control is very, very underrated. I know a lot of people use scroll wheel, or they press on C or V for sprint, but for me, I find control being very, very good. So this is what I've been using. When it comes to crouch, I use V, and I think V is actually very good. I press it with my thumb in case anyone's wondering. So yeah, it's very easy for me. At the beginning it was very difficult, boys, but what you guys have to learn is that it takes time to get used to these things, and then for V it was just perfect. My use is my scroll wheel press. So on the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, the press on the scroll wheel is very, very light, so it makes it very easy for use. My harvesting tool right now, I just switched to scroll wheel up, so I'm gonna flick up with my middle finger, and that's how I'm gonna be learning how to edit with my pickaxe out. So you guys are gonna see me edit with the pickaxe out in the upcoming videos. I'm just gonna be learning it right now. So my pump is Q. As you guys can see, weapon slot number 1 is Q. Weapon slot number 2 is E, and what E usually is, E is my grappler, E is my sniper, E is my healables. Those 3 I shift in game. I don't have these on my AR or SMG. My AR SMG is 4. So when I pump someone and then I go to my, my spray weapon, that is usually 4. As you guys can see, weapon slot number 5. I just think that 4 is very easy with my index finger when I'm editing, and then I go back to 4. It's very, very fast. My wall is my left side button on my mouse, and the right one is stairs, and then when my floor is shift. I think most people have cone shift, but I have floor shift. I just think it's way better. My cone is roof, and I have C on this one. I don't have a trap bind, and C I press with my thumb in case you guys didn't know. So yes, C is the thumb. Now we're coming into crucial binds. My building edit bind is F, and then my scroll wheel reset is drag down. But how can I drag resets? As you guys can see in this clip.
Nej, medis.
Ska han gå medis?
Ja.
I'm drag resetting. I'm not using scroll wheel. And you guys are maybe asking, Splashy, how are you able to do this? So basically, what you guys need to do is that you need to go to building edit, you put on F, and then you go to right one right here, you press, and then you scroll wheel down. So that's you're gonna be your scroll wheel. Then you go to reset building and you do the same here. You put on scroll wheel right here. And on this one, you put right click. So when you guys right click, when you have your builds out, you're gonna reset with, and you have to confirm. It's not gonna reset automatically. And then what's this gonna do? You don't have to have this turned on. I'm gonna show you guys right here. Normally you would have to have reset turned on right here for your reset to instantly happen without double binds. But when we do it like this, I'm gonna show you guys right now. When we do it like this, your scroll is gonna activate instantly because you have it on build edit and you have it on reset. And then for the people that want to learn how to drag edit and drag reset too, like I am in the clip you guys saw, you need to turn your right click on. So every time you right click, that's going to be your drag reset. And it's going to take some time to learn, but this is going to make you an insane keyboard player and you're going to be way better than all your friends, trust me. I mean, everything here is default. My emote is H. I'm not really sure what these things are right here. Toggle map is M. Inventory is I. I mean, I don't know. I think I is pretty decent. And then as you guys can see, these are all my other binds. I'm not really sure what these do, but you guys can see. You guys can pause if you guys want. I don't think these are, I mean, who cares about these, right? Like, who cares about this?